Hello, Amanda.
Hello, Pete.
So it's day 3 of the 5-day MINDTRX challenge. And yes, today we're going to announce another winner of the 1-year subscription to MINDTRX. But first, we have some real good news to share. So after tomorrow's live stream, Amanda will fly to Minneapolis and we will do Friday's live stream together with Paul Sheely, the creator of the Paraliminals.
I'm really looking forward to this and spending time with you and Paul, everyone on the learning strategies and the MINDTRX team. I love Zoom, but it's always great to be together in person. And what an honor to have the creator of Paraliminals, Dr. Paul Sheely, joining us for the final live stream on Friday.
Yeah. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a party at my place. So that's tomorrow night. And Amanda will be joining this weekend's in-person photo reading seminar on Friday. So Amanda started working with us together in July of 2021 on the MINDTRX app. But Amanda has been a client for 10, 15 years before then. Right?
Yeah, I have been a huge fan of everything from learning strategies, the Paraliminals, photo reading, Genius Code, Natural Brilliance. I am a firm believer in getting the guidance and support that you need to reach your goals in life. And that's why I love the MINDTRX app. And as Dr. Paul said, life is too short to leave personal growth to chance.
Yeah, so true. So now we're all here today because of the MINDTRX challenge, and we all want to get more from life. We want life to flow with happiness, great health, abundance, wisdom, and the Paraliminals will help you.
Yeah, and on that Play Now page for each of the Paraliminals, you're going to find a lot of information for getting the most benefits from that Paraliminal. So you'll see possibilities for going beyond in that play page, as well as Dr. Paul's inside secrets. Plus, if you scroll down on that page, you'll find Dr. Paul's video coaching session for the Paraliminal. We've put together so much great information for you to make your success easier than ever.
And if you simply want to listen to a Paraliminal, that's okay too. You don't need to read everything. You don't need to understand it all. It's the same with the metaphors in the Paraliminal session when Paul's voice splits into multiple voices. Just let your mind drift between the voices. You can even fall asleep. We've made them all as easy as possible so that you can get the most benefit.
Yeah, as you listen today, share with us what's happening for you. Are you noticing progress towards your goal? Do you feel more motivated and inspired? Are synchronicities happening in your life? Do you have less stress, feel happier? Let us know in the MINDTRX Facebook page or on the special web link. All of those links are in the reminder email for today. And then every day we are randomly selecting someone to win a 1-year subscription. And then on Friday, we're going to be having a drawing for a lifetime subscription to the MINDTRX app.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. So we've received hundreds and hundreds of comments from people like you, and we've been reading them, some of them here every day, because they can really open your eyes to the possibilities of Paraliminals. So here we go. Megan wrote, I want to practice gratitude and live blissfully in the moment. Arth wrote, want to sleep smoothly and had vivid dreams. Sally wrote, OMG, I had the best sleep ever. Slept soundly, woke up so refreshed. I will use this sleep Paraliminal again. Sharon wrote, what I would like to do is to learn more about myself, find more purpose in life. I also want to build my self-esteem, stop sabotaging myself with negative thoughts and actions. Deborah wrote, banish the gremlins in my head that keep sabotaging my progress.
Indeed. Natalie wrote, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and decided to stay in bed and listen to a Paraliminal. I was guided to happy money. Well, I kid you not, on my walk with the dog at 7:30 a.m., I found $10 on the ground. And we hear stories like this a lot because one of the side benefits of listening to Paraliminals is that you're going to experience more of these synchronicities, such as finding $10. Elsie wrote, I did happy money as I was feeling overwhelmed, crying and stressed out. After listening, I felt a shift and a sense of peace. Lisa wrote, my goal is to become healthier by taking 5 minutes every day to do strength training. Mark wrote, so grateful for this challenge. Been struggling with limiting beliefs and a lack of self-confidence, and I'm currently job hunting. Have found the self-love and self-esteem supercharger Paraliminals to be very comforting and helpful.
Mm-hmm. Helena wrote, I am from Ukraine and my country is under war. Horrible things are going on and on. My whole family is still over there. I used this paraliminal right before bedtime and slept 7 hours straight. I don't even remember when I had such a good rested time in bed. Elsie wrote, I use Break the Habit. I have been biting my nails my whole life, and I've tried to stop before, but haven't been able to achieve it. I listened to the paraliminal yesterday night, and today I had a couple of times where I was reaching for my nails, but I quickly realized what I was doing and was able to stop. Jenny wrote, I listened to Fearlessness A today. As a professional musician and teacher, I still get occasional bouts of performance anxiety. It stems from my perfectionistic tendencies. I love to eliminate it completely. I won't know the results until next time I perform, but I did notice a sense of calm after listening.
And Nicholas wrote, I listened to 3 relationships paraliminals today because I want to improve a relationship with a friend and colleague. Tammy wrote, I chose the Euphoria paraliminal, quite frankly, because I just want to experience feeling good. The session did not disappoint. First, I felt a warmth and happiness in my chest that I haven't felt in a really long time. Then I noticed a light pressure in my forehead as if my third eye was being stimulated. And toward the end, I felt a warm, tingly sensation throughout my entire body. After the session completed and I opened my eyes, my body was so relaxed. I wanted to stay in that position forever. Absolutely incredible. Dollarine wrote, trying to get a handle on work, been a little unfocused. Use the focus one, helped me to keep going to complete a task. Linda wrote, letting go of negative thoughts, habits, and emotions is my goal this week. I listened to Letting Go and both smoke-free paraliminals yesterday. I feel good. My mood is good. A few cravings, not bad. My thoughts about my personal money situation haven't haunted me today.
Katrina wrote, wow, trippy experience. The left ear, right ear, different messages. Took some time for me to adjust. Definitely cannot listen to this while driving or working. It was way too relaxing. Jamela wrote, I listened to Break the Habit. I feel a little better about my goal today, and I didn't spend the first 4 hours of my day distracted by Instagram and YouTube. That's a major win. I also was not overrun with negative thoughts. Mark wrote, my main goal is to rid myself of negative thinking and unproductive thoughts. I love paraliminals as they help me to realize that my mind has the potential to change if I allow it. Deanne wrote, last night I tried the sleep tracks on success and prosperity. That was really soothing. I woke up feeling motivated to get started on all of the outstanding projects I have piling up, yet I didn't feel stressed about tackling each one.
Panethia wrote, I actually knew about learning strategies 2 years ago, and I've purchased 5 of the paraliminals. At the time, the world was changing, and I returned to school to pursue my childhood dream. I used Personal Genius and Focus and Concentration, and they worked. I never had to study more than 5 minutes. I was able to retain the information. Now that they're on the MINDTRX app and free for the challenge, I'm concentrating on manifesting using the Living the Law of Attraction and Letting Go and Fearlessness. Harry wrote, I chose Overcoming Overwhelm because reducing anxiety and worry is my goal for this week. I listened to it last night and fell asleep halfway through, but noticed that today I was already much more calm when new tasks from work were assigned to me. Carl wrote, today I'm listening to Miracle Mindset. Miracles are happening every day, so it's great to be able to take time to consciously tune into them. George wrote, I used Get Around to It and Personal Genius and wrote the first chapter of my novel.
Good job. And Shar wrote, this morning I got on the scale and was 2 pounds lighter than yesterday. I released more issues connected to sexual abuse and rape and forgave all others. You know, Amanda, that reminds me that so often when you listen to one paraliminal, it has consequences or it as results in other areas of your life, like what Shar was experiencing. There's so many times somebody will listen to the self-esteem supercharger and all of a sudden they find out they start losing weight.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's incredible how they're so interconnected, really, when you have one goal and then listen to multiple paraliminals.
Yeah, exactly. Laura wrote, I listened to the belief paraliminal before going to sleep. I noticed that I can believe in my own abilities while having compassion for my earlier self and those people who said things to me which I found discouraging. Jerry wrote, my goal is to improve sleep. I found the dual conversations annoying. Sorry. But the reason I want to talk about that is that the secret is not to listen to them, but to allow them to float through your mind, as you relax, go with the flow and the rhythm of the voices. That's the magic of the paraliminals. So simply let go and allow those voices to happen. You don't have to know what they're saying. Tiffany wrote, my main goal is to be more efficient with work tasks and to be able to focus better. I'm also wanting to branch out and start my own business, so it will help me with that. I've been listening to the Personal Genius, Conscious Time, Focus and Concentration, and Memory Supercharger Paraliminals. I was a little skeptical at first, but I noticed this morning that I do feel different, more focused, not as stressed.
Yes, thanks for sticking with it, Tiffany. Jack wrote, I started with get around to it to deal with a project I've been procrastinating on. Wow, it was like a shot of action adrenaline. I've now started my project and I'm powering along. Monica wrote, I listened to Anxiety Free as my first paraliminal yesterday. I had been worried about my health reports, but after listening to this wonderful audio, my anxiety just melted away. David wrote, after listening to Letting Go several times yesterday, I feel like I am letting go of old patterns and beliefs around overeating and emotional eating. I feel like I'm losing the attraction to eating junk food. Sally wrote, wow, I used the get it done one and boy, did I get a lot done today. I didn't realize it until half the day was gone and how much I had accomplished without even thinking about what I was doing. It just flowed.
Yeah, so that get around to it paraliminal is a little dangerous because when you use it, you're going to end up getting done whatever it is that you've been putting off.
Yes.
So Jean wrote, I've never used so many paraliminals in such a short period, and that has been mind-blowing for me. I see the cumulative effect of regular and consistent use. I feel centered, calm, easy, and brave, even as circumstances would indicate otherwise. Donald wrote, I was able to reset my attitude after a very stressful day. Lottie said, the anxiety-free paraliminal has truly helped me to release the fear to release the fear that once again, I won't be able to fall asleep. That's great. Joanne wrote, I am already seeing daily manifestations and results. Someone told me yesterday that they thought I looked happy and radiant. Isabel wrote, I used smoke-free session A yesterday, and yes, I smoked less than before. I would do smoke-free B today. I hope to stop smoking forever. Now, here's what you want to do with the smoke-free. So you want to listen to every day for a couple of weeks, session A one day, session B the next day, and then A and B. And then you will be able to get to the point to where you'll be completely free of the cigarettes.
I love that. Beryl wrote, I listened to get around to it and found myself dealing with the mundane tasks in small doses without even thinking. Amazing. That seems to be a popular one. Get around to it.
Yeah.
Nancy wrote, my main goal this week is to gain clarity, especially as it relates to purpose, career. I listened to the Finding Yourself Paraliminal. The session made me feel very relaxed during and after. It left me with a sense of calm as opposed to feeling more frantic and in need of figuring things out in a hurry. It also left me feeling much more positive and upbeat. KF wrote, after listening to Abundant Money Mindset, Finding Treasures and Financial Security during the day yesterday, and Success and Prosperity Sleep Tracks last night, I was able to re-budget my finances to meet a very large upcoming invoice due. I did not think I could do it, but I was able to work it out on paper.
Excellent. So Joanne wrote, I listened to part B of Ideal Weight and found myself not having any cravings throughout the day. Jerry wrote, I chose to participate in the challenge because I want to become more focused in my studies to pass the California bar exam. Cynthia wrote, my main goal was to help me heal from intense COVID symptoms. I used Perfect Health twice over 2 days. I felt big shifts each time. The first time after using it, my fever started to break. The second time after using it, all the other intense symptoms dropped, including the rest of the fever and the intense razor blade-like sore throat. 3 days later, and I'm almost completely symptom-free. Amazing. So good work. So here's an important tip for you. Whenever you get any symptom of any cold or flu or anything like that, listen to Perfect Health. Listen to it as soon as you can and listen to it every day until the symptoms break, until they're no longer there. That's a tip. That's one of the best tips for health and well-being. Now, Amanda, I've been loving these articles. I could read them all day long, and it seems like I have been reading them all day long. So it's
It's
neat,
perfect.
and yeah, and we really appreciate when you do write in and tell us what's up with when you're using the paraliminals.
Yeah, we absolutely appreciate that. It's been great to hear from everyone. So how about you? What do you want to let go of? What do you want to accomplish? Scan through the list of paraliminals in the app, select the ones that interest you that might just help you with your challenge. Now, Pete, who is today's winner?
Okay, so Amanda, do you have a drum roll?
Oh, drum roll. No,
Yeah.
I don't have any official
Okay.
drum rolls.
Well, I'm delighted to announce that Arthur Clow won the 1-year subscription to MINDTRX. Congratulations, Arth Clow. I don't know if it's Arthur, Arth Clow. To claim your award, send an email to customerservice@mindtrax.com and we'll get you set up. Again, that's customerservice@mindtrax.com.
Yes, and if you are enjoying MINDTRX and the paraliminals, we hope you'll upgrade to the MINDTRX subscription and get our Ultimate You annual plan, which gets you access to everything in the MINDTRX app. If you use the link in the reminder email, you're not going to be charged until after the challenge ends.
Now, remember that the MINDTRX challenge ends on Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Time. That's when the paraliminals will lock up. So if you want to continue using them, please subscribe today. And if you use that link in your reminder email, you also receive a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, which means if you change your mind, you can get a refund.
We would appreciate it if you would upgrade this week, because when Apple and Google see everyone subscribing, they will begin to recommend MINDTRX to other app users. Help us capitalize on the success of the challenge and help us spread the word.
Yeah, that's if you love the app. So, $99 is really cheap for an app as robust and useful as MINDTRX. That's only pennies a day, whereas if you go to the Learning Strategies website, you'll see everything available for $2,795. But because of technology, we can make so much available in the app. We don't need to warehouse CDs or ship them around anymore. It's so much more accessible for everybody and for everybody on almost any budget.
The best thing is you can enjoy the mini paraliminals that are actually devoted to financial well-being and success to help you get far more from the app than the original investment. Our goal here is to make MINDTRX the best self-improvement app in the world, and we need your support to do that. Plus, when Dr. Paul creates a new paraliminal, guess what? They'll be available for you as part of your Ultimate You subscription. Plus, we have so many new and exciting features coming to the app, like custom listening schedules. And then there's a couple things that we're saving as a really big surprise that we want to announce in the future.
Yeah, there's one that is so cool, but we don't want to announce it because we don't know what the timeline is yet, but you can absolutely love it. So, coming up in a couple hours at 1 o'clock Central Time, Coach Wendy will be live with her weekly Q&A coaching session. Today's topic is self-sabotage.
Yeah, and that is such a juicy topic. I can't wait. This is another great example of what you get in your MINDTRX app. You can even submit questions ahead of time, and Wendy will address those on the call.
Now, get to using your paraliminals. Today, I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorites, one that I mentioned yesterday, Self-Esteem Supercharger. It really gives me the feeling that I can accomplish anything. It truly boosts my confidence. I remember, Amanda, when I used to play racquetball every morning, if I listened to that Self-Esteem Supercharger within an hour of my game, I was unbeatable. It really does the job. It's the same thing for any type of sports, or if you're going to give a speech, or if you're going to take a test, listen to the Self-Esteem Supercharger within an hour, maybe 2 hours before, and you got it aced. So how about you, Amanda? What are you going to be listening to?
Yeah, so I'm going to be using the Finding Yourself paraliminal today to get back in touch with my soul's purpose. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. Thank you for committing to your own personal growth and development. Thank you for the feedback and wonderful sharing about how you're using the paraliminals to achieve your goals. Enjoy your listening, and we'll be back with you tomorrow.